Tonight, the role the North could play against terrorists.
The US Navy's flagship put to the test off the coast.
How flipping's changing the housing industry.
And Wittgenstein optimistic for the Warriors clash.
Live across Townsville and North Queensland, this is 7 News with Rob Ruff and Katie Tony.
Good evening, folks. Thanks very much for joining us.
Good evening.
Townsville could play a role in the fight against terrorism as part of a new plan outlined by the federal government. Australia's military elite will take the lead on terror attacks and provide specialist training for our police. The state opposition also took the opportunity to outline its own counter-terror plan in the North today.
Live now to Amelia Adam, who's outside Laverack Barracks. And Amelia, Townsville City Council also has a 20-year plan for defence in the city.
Yeah, that's right, Katie. As part of a submission to a Senate inquiry, Council has outlined targets for the defence in the region over the next 2 decades. That includes upgrades to the RAAF base, upgrades to facilities and accommodation here at the Laverack Barracks, the establishment of a logistics hub in the north, and the redevelopment of the training facility out at High Range. Council also hopes to appoint a defence liaison officer. So, Rob, big things ahead for defence here in Townsville.
Amelia, thank you very much. Amelia Adam, live there from Laverack Barracks. The jewel of the US Navy has been put to the test in Talisman Sabre. The USS Ronald Reagan has been off the Queensland coast, providing a base for dozens of fighter jets.
Researchers are about to investigate Queensland's wetlands as part of a new project to protect the Great Barrier Reef. 50 wetland areas, including 11 in North and Far North Queensland, will be analysed to see how pollutants are removed from the water.
Firefighters say residents burning rubbish on rural properties without a permit are taking a big risk. They're reminding people to seek help from their local warden before starting any burning activity, to avoid the fire getting out of control.
Two best mates, one a lawyer, the other a pharmacist, have taken a new direction, turning tired old homes into stylish properties. Industry experts say house flipping is transforming the market in the north.
This suburban home has had a funky facelift. Inside, the kitchen is smooth and sleek. New floorboards have been installed and a lick of paint has transformed the space.
Couldn't even rebuild the chook pen. I've got no chance. Good on you, boys. Thanks for sharing that with us. We'll take a break in a moment. Thousands make the most of Townsville Racing's Family Day.
And school students find out about a campaign where it ain't weak to speak. Welcome back to 7 News. Townsville High School students have been given a lesson in mental health first aid. Not-for-profit charity Livin is encouraging teenagers to speak up if they or a friend are struggling.
Just a reminder, Townsville's Heritage Day will go ahead this Sunday after being cancelled in May due to the wet weather.
The Townsville Winter Racing Carnival is off to a strong start with the first of the season's 6 events held on Saturday. At least 1,500 people made the most of the race day at the Cluden Park Racecourse. Looking good there, kids. Fashion's terrific. Let's get into the sport now. The Townsville Heat, mate, burning up the boards right now, aren't they?
They certainly are, Broffy. They have just, I love it, they've just thrashed state basketball's ladder leaders, and they can thank Josh Wiltshire's hot hand for the massive result. We'll have more on that next. Plus 6 straight for the Townsville Blackhawks as an injured Cowboy sets his sights on the Warriors. Welcome back to 7 News. Injured Cowboy Antonio Winterstein hasn't ruled out making a shock recovery in time for Saturday night's home battle with the New Zealand Warriors. Queensland dreaming of a top 4 finish.
A noticeable limp as Antonio Winterstein left scans this afternoon, but no calf strapping, perhaps cause for optimism.
The Townsville Blackhawks have put the rest of the Intrust Super Cup on notice after extending their unbeaten streak to 6 games. The Northern Fury has revealed one of the gutsiest efforts in the club's National Premier League history was done to lift the spirits of their head coach. And it was a case of no Peter Crawford, but no worries for the Townsville Heat in state basketball on Saturday night. Hope there were subtitles on there for the Cowboys intros. Love swallowing a fly.
Falsetto for a while.
Who threw it there? Which one? Which one? Yeah, thanks for that.
Cough.
Stay with us. After the break, Livio has all the weather details. We're back soon on 7.
Good evening, folks. Livio Regano with tonight's weather. Nice and warm out there today, even warmer tomorrow. And, of course, the chance of rain is almost nil around here this time of year. On Thursday, we're bracing for our first true winter southerly change. After that, it starts getting really cool at night, though days will still be warm and toasty. Townsville hit a top of 27 degrees today, which is 3 above average, though it was fairly cool last night at 15. Air also got to 27, and so did Charters Towers. Now, the satellite loop, we're pretty much in the clear, as you can see, not just tropical Queensland, but the whole of the state. Catch you soon. Now it's back to the team.
Good on you, Liv. Thank you very much, mate. It's always nice having your company, folks. And we'll look forward to seeing you, of course, again tomorrow night.
We do have a replay over on 7.2 from 6:30. From all of us here, good night.
Good night.
On 7 News tonight,